Hi, Collective. I just posted a video about depression, anxiety, and transmuting energy, transmuting emotions, which is energy in motion. So something tells me that this reading today, if it found you, hi, I'm Cassie, is going to be about overcoming the things that cause us harm and suffering like depression, because there's something going on with you. You may have really felt isolated and like your back is turned to a lot of people that you once knew, that you once cared about. You've gone within to battle these things internally on your own. So what do you need to know? Actually, let's do one more quick. What do you need to know? Because whatever it is that's bothering you, I want to see how we can work through it. Root cause analysis, the why. The why do we feel this way? Magician, yeah, transmuting heartbreak. So you're experiencing a period of heartbreak and suffering, maybe even anxiety and depression. Now, this could be caused by external factors. Someone broke your heart, and this may not be a love connection at all. This may be a family member, a best friend, someone you truly cared about. Queen of Wands reversed, yeah. This is someone you held in high regard. They were a light in your life. Queen of Cups energy. They were someone you could lean on, or you thought you could. You thought they had a lot of strength and wisdom, and emotionally you thought they were really good at carrying what had happened in their own life. And I think you realized along the way that emotionally they were very damaged, and they were a hurt person that had not healed, and essentially you may have been taking advice or being in the energy of someone that was unhealed, trying to pretend to be able to heal you or give you some sort of advice. But really, this person did a lot of damage. They may have said some things. They may have made you feel worthless, like you weren't enough. They didn't value you. You felt like you weren't valued because of this. This is something that could have put you in the grave damn near. This is something that hurt so bad. You were probably sobbing and shaking uncontrollably. You may have wanted to numb and partake in substances. You may have even had the thought of self-elimination at one point. That's not for all of you. Also, please don't take this video if it does not resonate. This is giving the gloves are off. Like, there was fighting and arguing within this dynamic. You had changed, and so had this person. The relationship had changed, and this caused disagreements, not just internally within yourself and with this person, potentially a friend group or a family. This was chaos. And so you isolated. You said, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep being stagnant in this feeling of overwhelming grief. Is feeling like I'm being blindsided, like there's no way out of this situation. And this is what caused you to essentially throw in the towel and say, I have to do something for me. I have to let all of this go. I have to let these people go. These are not the people that I should have here. This is my way or the highway. This is false love, false connections, false friendships, false family dynamics. It was giving the love and care and companionship, friendship was only given as far as what you could provide to them. You were just a dead horse in the water whenever you couldn't provide or benefit this person. The Three of Wands flew way over there. So what that tells me is you actually wanted to change your life around and maybe even take a whole new journey of self-discovery, of healing, maybe even spiritually. You wanted to change the direction of your life, and these people that you hadn't released yet because you thought they were good for you, you thought they loved you, you thought they cared about you, they were never going to let you change your life around. They weren't ready to be aligned with what you were thinking you deserved and what you wanted to work towards. These people are the kind of people, this friend, this family, this lover, these were the type of people where it was like, you're not going anywhere. You can't do better than us. You can't be better than us. Who do you think you are? No, this is how we've always done it. This is how we've always done it. That's not the life for us. That's not the life for you. These are people that didn't actually support your growth and you bettering yourself. And for a long time, you didn't see that. You thought these people were filling some sort of emotional cup that they weren't. Somebody came into your life or something changed and had you actually see this clearly. You started balancing out your emotions and realizing, wait a second. The advice that was being given, the words that were spoken, the action taken, how they made me feel, how they carried and balanced their own emotion, their own life, their own anxieties, fears. They were numbing. They weren't processing any of it. So what they made people appear, or the perception that they made people believe, was that they had an overflowing emotional love connection here, family dynamic. They could provide you something and it would keep this intact, it would keep it going. It was not love. It was false. And you saw this. It was like an explosion in your brain. You never saw these people this way before, and it's like you felt like your entire life was crumbling around you. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back. You saw these people completely differently, and their actions that you started figuring out about, and the words. These people pretended to be a support system for you, pretended to have your back. And the pain of realizing that this was all an illusion. This was someone who wanted to benefit from you in every capacity. Your hard work, maybe even your finances, they wanted to take from you. Whatever you had to offer, maybe you have a fucking pure heart and you truly would give the world to the right people. But this environment in which you were raised, the friends that you made, the family dynamic that was all an illusion, no matter what you would have done, however hard you would have worked improving yourself and your environment to be what you wanted to be, what you were capable of being, they would have ripped it away at any second. The words that they were saying, you're not good enough. Why do you think you can have that? You're not good enough. Look where you are. Look who you are. They would bash your appearance, your financials, your stability, your environment, your friends. They would rip you apart from the inside out about you, who you were in their eyes, to keep you stuck. They did not want you to be anything that they weren't. Why? That's not how we are. It's not how this family is. It's not this. This is the town we live in. You're never leaving. What makes you think you're good enough to have something better, to have an angel in your life, to be an angel in someone else's life? Temperance isn't necessarily an angel card, but I'm telling you, what makes you think you can overcome this? We didn't. Why do you see the light? The light's not there. Nothing good comes out of that. That's not how this works. That's not the cards we get dealt. These people were weak. They wanted you weak. They saw your strength and they took advantage of it. They probably used your strength in a lot of regards. Probably made you count on them, or they counted on you in ways that should have never taken place. They deemed it to be healthy, right? This could have been a family that was like literally telling you to drink or do drugs to heal something, when in fact all it did was make it worse. It just got you closer to your demise and farther off your path. But they did it, so they wanted you to do it. Because what would happen if you said, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that anymore. This is not who I believe my soul is. I know I'm meant for so much more. We were meant to live for so much more. But we lost ourselves. At some point, your love for them, your care for them became more important than you, and they knew that, and they allowed it to happen. When you started putting them before yourself, your life became disarrayed. You started hurting more than you ever anticipated because you were holding strength for these people while they never held strength for you. They watched you wither away and get farther from that path and farther from happiness, farther from everything that you could have ever accomplished, that you still can accomplish, because that's not meant for us. It's not meant for you. You're not good enough. That's what they told you. And at some point you believed it, because these are the people that love and care about you, right? And I think the worst part and the most devastating part for you is feeling so isolated and alone because you realize these people never cared. They really didn't. It was the illusion that they did. So let's